So I'm from Otis College of Art and Design, and I run a program called Creative Action. And first of all, I'll tell you a little bit about Otis. Otis is, we have about 1,200 students. We're a little smaller than this institution here. But we do have an incredibly diverse population of students, both ethnically and financially. And as you'll see in a minute, it sort of makes my work a little easier. This is what makes my work a little harder. We're also a school of 7 different continents, basically. We have all these different disciplines at our college. It's very chair-run college, as many of your institutions probably are, and it's very siloed. So the students may meet each other in the foundation programs, but they may not have a chance to interact or collaborate beyond that, except within my program. And the program is made up of multidisciplinary teams, and what's really unique is that every single class has every single discipline in it. So as Ravi was talking about, it doesn't matter who's collaborating, but it does matter that we sort of break these teams down into multidisciplinary teams. So I insist that my faculty make sure that they don't ghettoize the students or silo the students the way that they are in their own disciplines. And then we work with many different partners throughout Los Angeles, but at any given semester working with about 20 different partners. And one of the things I really want to share with you all is you know, my main job is interfacing with these partners and being really clear with them about what we do. You know, I get phone calls every day with people who call me and they want, you know, we need a website, or we need a mural, or we need a business card, or, you know, just crazy things like this. It happens almost every day in the office. And I say, you know, we're not work for hire. And once again, my job is to tell them that they may think they want those things, but they may have other needs that are greater than those things. And also, we have a place in the college for that. We have an internship office that does that. They can hire an internship to come in and realize their ideas. But what's really important to me and really key to my program is that my students are the artists and the designers. These kids are paying $38,000 a year to go to my institution. They're not work for hire. They're actually the artists and designers that will visualize the projects that we do. And that's so, so important. The unique thing about this program, there's many of these kinds of programs throughout the country, but what I'm so proud of is that it's part of our core curriculum. At Otis, this college has decided that this is important, and so students will take this at 3 levels. They work in collaborative teams. It's obviously project-based work that they do. It's in real world settings, and they're real projects. They're not hypothetical projects for Nike or things that advertisers would do at the college. They're actually real projects, and most of the projects get realized physically. It provides a context for sustainability within our institution, and we now have because of the Creative Action Program, we have a sustainability minor, which I'm very, very proud of. And when we talk about sustainability, it's just not environmental, it's social and economic also. And once again, I want to stress this, it's through the core, it goes vertically through the college. Every student has to take these classes to graduate from the college, and there's no way for them to get out of it. And so in foundation, the focus in foundation is really on collaboration. I won't go too deeply into this. Sophomore year is based in research and is taught by most of our liberal arts faculty. And then in the junior year, it's studio, and they go out and they implement and make things that bring change to these communities. And I'm going to show you, we just finished a little video here that I'll show you. And it will explain my program very efficiently, Kevin.
Creative Action, an integrated learning program, gives Otis students the opportunity to work together in teams with a variety of community organizations. I'm Rich Shelton, and I'm the Director of Creative Action. Students from all different majors bring their unique talents and interests to create projects that make a real-world difference within the community. At Westside Elementary School, Otis students designed and created birdhouses, personalized memory books, and they also focused on native gardening. They planted things that children could really relate to, like strawberries and other fruits grown here in California. Junior Blind is a facility for the visually impaired. One of the projects at Junior Blind was a sensory garden. Students hung bamboo from a large-scale sculpture so that when students would travel through, they could feel and hear the sounds of the bamboo.
I love Otis.
Neighbor Gap Bridge is a global community building initiative. We have a series of neighbors that have nothing to do with one another. We identify the gaps and the separations that keep them apart. Could be socioeconomic or age-related or cultural, and we propose bridges to connect them. Otis students work with these students to work on art projects that are focused on connection and compassion.
Our Creative Action program has grown beyond the boundaries of Los Angeles to global communities. Our students travel to the Republic of Palau and have worked with Palauan artists and residents to design a war memorial that commemorates those who served in the U.S. military from World War II to the present.
Bringing life experience to the class in addition to our skills that we've been taught at Otis was really key to the success of us learning to collaborate together. We had such a memorable experience in Palau that we can't wait to go back.
In China, we worked with a toy company called Hapei Toy. They're the biggest wooden toy company in the world. What they're trying to do is to move from wooden toys into more sustainable materials.
Otis offered us a chance to go to Ningbo, China. It was a whole mix of different majors. We were challenged with designing and concepting toys made out of bamboo. It was great to learn everyone's strengths and weaknesses and then make it all work together.
I always love to see students come into these classes, maybe not knowing about our partners or knowing the issues that exist there, and just how excited they get about learning that they can make a big change in the world. And some of the students will even continue to work with the partners into the future.
I'm gonna be here soon, so don't forget me.
All right. That last scene is so important for me because, you know, the LAUSD system, there's almost no art classes through K through 5, and we do a lot of work within that system. And every day I meet these kids, and you know, when we go into the schools, we ask them what they, you know, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? You know, a common question, and they say, basketball. You know, I'm gonna play basketball, or I want to be a hairdresser, or I want to maybe do real estate. Somebody in their family had transcended by doing real estate or something, and then when you serve other kids, when you leave, they suddenly realize, like, there are all these opportunities in the arts for them. You know, I want to be a toy designer. We have a toy design program. I want to be like some of the students that I have been working with here at the school. So that's always just so rewarding for me. The other thing that I want to do is stress how important the fine arts is in this. I mean, I really feel like my program isn't just a social design program, and so I'm going to give you an example of kind of how out of the box some of the projects can get. So this is Junior Blind, and you heard about it in there. It's a facility for the blind. And kids come into Junior Blind, and it's a residency program for the children. It serves the elderly, everyone, but there is a program for the children, and they come in about 4 years old, and they leave when they're about 23. And the biggest frustration that these kids have is that, you can see here, they get so close to the staff at Junior Blind, and their biggest frustration is that they know the staff, they know what they sound like, but they have no idea what they look like. And so you can see, so one of the projects the students came up with is they took all the key staff members at Junior Blind and cast their faces, and then created these kind of, you know, their name, their favorite saying, is in Braille, so the kids can feel the face, hear this, feel the saying, and feel their name in it. And you can see how, how this is something that's skating between, the processes in fine arts and design. So I just wanted to stress that. I felt that was really important. And then obviously this is about how we can work together, and there's a number of ways that we can work together. Obviously you can replicate some of the things that our colleagues are doing that are here. And then for the schools that are with me in Los Angeles, we do lots of co-curricular activities, and I'll give you some examples of that. We have a class called Movies That Matter, and we show films outside to the community, not just the Otis community, but the greater Westchester community or the Los Angeles community. And the great thing is we're in Los Angeles, and the teachers that teach film are connected with the directors, the cinematographers, so they're always present, and sometimes we can premiere things before they do. We do a beach cleanup every year. We have a class that we run called Rise Above Plastics. And for that, we show movies like Tapped along with the director. The councilman loves to come and talk at these events. And we work with 3 organizations, Surfrider, Heal the Bay, and 5 Gyres. Ravi alluded to the gyres, which is a real serious problem for us. And then this is also a fitness event, so students we do a biking trek from the college to the, and we rent the bikes for all the kids to the beach. And it's a great day. So anyone in Los Angeles that would love to get involved in that, or if you'd love to replicate that near a body of water near you, near the river here or something, that would be great. And then the other thing is we do a lot of partnerships right now. They're not AICAD schools, but I always need the schools when I do the partnerships. So when I'm in Palau, I work with the Palauan Community College. When we're in Ningbo, China, we were there with students from the Chinese Academy of the Arts outside of Shanghai. And then when we're in Barcelona, we work with Escola. It's a design school in Barcelona. And anyway, there may be some ways that we could collaborate, or maybe there's some pressing issues in your neighborhoods or something that we could bring a team here to help focus on. So, okay, I'm going to skip this so we stay on time, and thank you for your time.